This isn't an interesting raise, but it is an interesting company that just popped up on my radar. For all of my skepticism about augmented reality on our phones, if sci-fi movies have told us anything, we should long ago have had robust augmented reality on the windshields of our cars. Turns out that a British company named Envisics has been working on doing something like this for fully a decade using head-up holography, and they say they've cracked it, if you'll forgive the unfortunate phrase to use around windshields, quoting Bloomberg. Envisics, a 10-year-old British company, is quietly turning the heads-up display into a wonderland of holographs, a three-dimensional projected image a la Help Me, Obi-Wan, or a posthumous Tupac performance at Coachella. Instead of a simple speedometer and some crude navigation arrows, Envisics promises a layer of augmented reality stretching from the hood to the horizon. At first, it will tell a driver more clearly where to go. Once the self-driving robots take over, it may offer Pokemon-style games or your Instagram feed. Zoom calls are impressive now. Wait until you take one at the wheel and you're talking to a hologram. Founder and CEO Jameson Christmas, who has a PhD in holography from Cambridge University, says the venture has been a lifelong dream that started with a Star Wars fascination and progressed to a seminal deal with Jaguar Land Rover. More recently, Envisics landed a $50 million investment round led by General Motors Venture Capital Unit and Hyundai Mobis, a giant South Korean tech supplier. Christmas told Bloomberg that car makers are excited about the implications around active safety with holograms on the windshield, quote, the ability to really orchestrate what the driver should be looking at, what hazards there were in an urban environment. But other really significant use cases were things like navigation, the ability to take navigation as we experience it today, where you look at a map and look at the world around you and try to link that information together. The ability to actually overlay that information upon reality, to put the arrows on the place where you're supposed to turn, is incredibly compelling. As for autonomous systems, quote, for level 2 and level 3, which requires you to pay attention, there's a really compelling use case for augmented reality still. The car can virtually tell you what it's aware of, what it's doing, and why it's doing it. It makes it that much more comfortable and also means you can shift responsibility for actually driving from the car to you almost instantaneously. Whereas if you're reacting to prompts, you don't have the information you need to make informed decisions. With level 4 and level 5, you are very much a passenger, in which case, the ability to create future revenue streams for the car companies is a really interesting opportunity. Adverts or useful information about what's going on in the world around you. The ability to take your everyday interaction with your cell phone and overlay it on reality. Those things all become possible, end quote. Envisics hopes to launch in the premium car market as early as 2023.